Hey guys, Rhonda Dracoulis here, RK3 Designs. It's Tuesday night and we're live. Welcome everyone. Gonna be a fun night tonight and it's gonna be quick. And the reason I say it's gonna be quick is because we're using the amazing Quick Coat. I haven't done many lives using the amazing Quick Coat because I have to be so quick. And because it's a fast cure epoxy. But you guys are going to see from start to finish, because I've not mixed it yet, you're going to get to see exactly how we do a small project. So buckle up and let's go. All right, so let's say hello to all of our moderators. I believe that Clara's on. Yes, Clara's on. Everyone give Clara some love. She's been feeling under the weather, and we want to wish her the best and tell her thank you so much for joining us tonight. Keith McGinnis is also joining us. He's back from a trip out to see Bruce. He's been helping Bruce Anderson do a really large project, so he's back. He's tired. He's sitting on his couch eating Cheetos and moderating tonight. So everyone,
is that all he's doing?
That's all he's doing.
Oh.
so
I'm just wondering if
tell
that's all
everyone
he's doing.
Say hello to Keith as well. Erica, hello Erica. She's on also with Artist Till Death. Everybody knows Erica. She's amazing. She doesn't know it. Don't anybody tell her because she'll get the big head. But you know, she's one of my mentors, if I can. Anyway, and then the awesome man of the night, Mr. Dracoulis.
What's up, guys? Glad I could be here to video for y'all, bring you all the action, the close-up shots.
Yeah. Wow, this is...
all the money shots.
We're so full of bull. Anyway, all right, so what I would love for you to do is, if you're new to the live tonight, please let us know in the comments. Tell us where you're from, and don't be shy. Give us some thumbs up and share this video. If you share this video, guys, it really does help bring our numbers up, and we can just have more fun. So everybody always wants to have more fun for sure. Okay, so a couple of announcements really quick, and I'm going to do them early on because, like I said, once we start with the Quick Coat, then we got to be quick. Everyone knows, or I hope everyone knows, that the RK3 Summer Challenge ended last night at midnight, and let me tell you something. You guys did not disappoint. You came through with some unbelievable projects. So pretty. So if you guys want to see them, go to Facebook and just search the hashtag RK3 Summer Challenge 23 and look at all the entries.
How many?
I don't know. I don't know what the final count was, but we've got some amazing judges. One of our judges is Bruce Anderson. Another judge is Corey Kilroy with CD Epoxy. We have Ileana, and I cannot even talk about her last name because I can't say it, but
what?
Everybody knows her last name. She is amazing. Who else do we have? Margaret Quist, who has the famous Quist Boys. She is going to be our judge. She agreed today, so I'm so excited. And then Marcy with Mixed Media Girl. Those are our 5 judges. So I am so glad that I don't have to judge because, oh my gosh. But what we do is we have a judge's card, and with that card are some criteria. It's
what?
A card. It's a, yeah, so... It looks like this. And on that card is, quit making me laugh, are criterias. And there's 5 criterias, and each criteria has a 1 to 10 scorecard. So it's going to be very non-biased. They'll be scored by numbers, and I just can't wait. So the winner will be announced next Tuesday night on the live. So that's when the winners are going to be announced, and I'm so excited. Okay, so let's get started. Really quick, let's talk about the...
Quick? You're going to talk quick about
quickly,
quick coat?
Yes, quickly I'm going to talk about the quick coat. All right, so the amazing quick coat, guys, is a quick cure epoxy, and it has UV protection, okay? So it's unlike our regular quick coat, which we use to do seams and gaps and cracks and things like that. This quick coat actually has UV protection in it, so it's going to be more suitable for your light colors and stuff like that. Now, it's not suitable for you to go do a huge kitchen because it is really fast curing unless you have a lot of people helping you mix and hand you and mix colors and you can get it out. You just don't have a lot of time to manipulate the epoxy, to do a lot of really intricate designs and moving it a lot with your heat gun and stuff like that. It's made to do smaller projects quickly. I did a bathroom vanity, and I was able to do my color coat. 4 hours later, I was able, or I'm going to, I'm able to do a flood coat within 4 hours. On this particular piece, we waited because I wanted to show you guys why we don't flood with the Amazing Quick Coat, because the Amazing Quick Coat cures so quickly that it's not able to lay out completely smooth. As you start manipulating and using a Bondo spreader or whatever, it can cure with waves. So you have to flood it with a regular countertop epoxy, either the regular Stone Coat Epoxy or the art coat, depending on what color you're doing. So it's really good. It cuts out 20 hours of cure time because you can pour a flood coat in about 4 hours. So that's the advantage. It's great for tumblers. It's great for crafts, things like that, jewelry making, things like that. It's really, really good. Now it's a little thicker than your normal tabletop epoxy, so you just have to kind of let yourself be prepared for that. It holds on to bubbles a little more than your normal epoxy. So when you're mixing it and you pour it out, you do have to torch just a little bit more to release those bubbles. But overall, it is a fantastic product. I love it. It's so much fun, and you can really get through a project. All right, so let's get going. It is a 1-to-1, and so far, I'm going to, just so we're a step ahead of the game, I have already put part A in the bucket. Now, I know in all of our videos, we always say do B first with our regular epoxy. With our Amazing Quick Coat, it's kind of the opposite. You actually do put part A in first and then follow it with part B. All right, so I already have my part A in the bucket. I'm going to go with my part B also. Instead of 3 ounces per square foot, I always allow myself 4 ounces per square foot or more. And the reason is because it's thicker, it's not flowing as quickly, it's not as fluid. So I feel to get the best finish that I need to use more per square foot. That's just how I feel. You could probably get away with 3, but I like to cover my bases and use 4. All right. Here we go. You will never have to tape your edges, because if you tape your edges and wait, it's going to cure way too fast. All right, so we have 12. All right, like I said, it is a 1-to-1. I'm going to be pouring right at 24 ounces. gonna get kind of loud here. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comment. Our moderators, I'm sure, will be able to help you. Now when I'm using a mixer, and I'm short, so I have to turn my hand around, I never mix it on high because that's really gonna bring in my bubbles.
You need a big stick.
I can use this one. Nice and slow. I do let my paddle very lightly skim my edges to get any of that unmixed product off the edges, and then every so often I'll come in and pull it off the bottom of the bucket and then go back and do it on the sides. Now guys, hold your bucket.
What happens if you don't?
Disaster. Ask Erica.
She knows all about that.
Erica knows all about not holding your bucket. So do I. So anyway, so make sure guys, if you're new tonight, if you've never watched one of our lives, let us know. We absolutely love to have new people. All right, gonna mix for about 2 minutes. Sometimes I don't mix quite 2 minutes because I can look at it and see when it's mixed. Sometimes more than 2 minutes. But see how it's getting white? It's getting a lot lighter.
Yeah.
All that is bubbles, okay? So I'm aware of that, and I know that when I start pouring it out and mixing it and then torching it, that those bubbles will release. All right. Okie doke. So I'm going to scrape my edges. What I'm doing by scraping my edges and scraping the bottom is I'm getting any of that unmixed product that's stuck to the side, getting it off the side, hand mixing it so that I make sure that everything in that bucket is fully mixed. Guys, if you pour epoxy and after 24 hours you have sticky spots, that is due to your product not being thoroughly mixed, and you cannot pour over unmixed epoxy. It will never cure and it will delaminate. So don't ever listen and have someone tell you that, oh, it's a bit sticky, you can pour over it. Now that's not to say that you can't do your flood coat if your color coat is just tacky from not curing. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about once you've allowed the epoxy to cure for 24 hours and you still have sticky spots, that's what I'm talking about. All right, so I'm just going to kind of pour some color out here right now, and we'll adjust here in just a second. All right. Get myself some more. All right, so while we mix up colors, I'll let this kind of just come out of the bucket. All right, so what we're going to do, we've got equal parts in this big cup, and I'm going to put in one of the big cups, I'm going to put black Alumilite dye. You could also use just resin black. You could use a Color Passion black. I haven't used the gel tint yet by Color Passion. I'm real curious on what it would do. This is the brown opaque dye, and I'm going to do tint it opaquely. Now, those of you that have used the brown opaque dye, you know that you can actually tint that to look almost like a translucent, which is kind of what we're at right here. Should I go darker? I think I'm going to actually leave it at this translucent. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's kind of a translucent. If I were to put another couple of drops in there, I could make it really, really opaque. But I think I'm going to leave it at a translucent, actually. Okay, now we're coming in. This is so becoming my favorite color. This is Aquamarine by Just Resin. it straight up looks like a peacock. Look at the colors. It's like a color shifting colorant. You look at it one way, it looks blue. You look at it another way, and it has the green tones. Oh my gosh, it's so absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna load that sucker up too. All right, so here we go. Beautiful, beautiful. And that is this product here, Just Resin Aquamarine. All right. Okay, then we're going to come in with a color passion. Now, another reason I really like this finish is because we're using different mediums and different products, and those products are going to fight each other on the surface. And that's how we get such a cool design. This is Color Passion Copper Passion. It's by Color Passion. The name of it is Copper Passion. Now I'm going to throw in an audible, and I literally just decided to do this at the last minute.
Let's see who's first puts it up.
Puts what up?
The name of the color.
What it is?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they probably don't even know. This is the Color Passion Silver Passion. So we've got the Copper Passion and the Silver Passion by Color Passion. Now, I'm not sure exactly what products we have in stock on the website, but we will be carrying these for sure if we don't have them in stock right now. Okay, we're on the clock, guys. So, here we go. Take this out of the bucket. Let me see, I'll pull this. I'm going to go ahead and scrape this out. All right, got our clear out. Now, you do not have to do a grease coat. I was just getting the rest of that epoxy out. Okay, now the key, in my opinion, to getting this really cool design is this magic trowel. Okay, you can definitely use a Bondo spreader. The magic trowel is going to allow you to get bigger sweeps and really get a cool design. All right, so here we go. We're going to go first with our black. And I'm just going to kind of pour it out randomly in spots. Make sure you get enough to that edge so that you can have material to work with on those edges. I'm just going to drop it there. All right. Then we're going to come in with our brown. And I can already feel my cups are getting a little bit warm. Now, I am underneath some hot lights here, so
It ain't hot.
It is hot. I'm breaking a sweat.
Whatever.
Or it's a hot flash. I
what
can't
it
figure
is.
it out. All right. So, brown, just kind of filling in. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to get...
So random. That's right.
I'm so random. Who said that, Keith?
No.
Nope. Oh. Y'all are learning. Y'all act like y'all watched me before.
Bobby.
Ah. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to very lightly torch, because you'll see, I don't know if you can see, but there's little bubbles. So I'm just going to torch it. And here we go. Magic trowel. The reason I love this is because I can meld so easy. Now, you really can't tell just by standing here or even on that camera the difference between the black and the brown. But when you can tell is when the light hits it just right, and our colors that we're going to mix into this are going to react differently over the black than they are the brown. So that's how we get some variations. All right, so we're going to come in with our aquamarine. Just going to put a little blob. Let's do a blob here, kind of get that edge. Y'all don't forget your edges, okay? Make sure that you really bring in areas on those edges, okay?
And a little more right there.
Right here? Okay. Right here?
A little more.
A little more? Okay.
there.
All right. Is that good for you? Yeah. All right, now we're coming in with our copper. Overlap it just a little bit. We'll do copper here. I probably could have not mixed up quite so much copper. Now comes our silver.
We'll do them all three.
Well, I'm going to do one with all three. I tell you what, we'll do this one with all three, okay? So this is going to have all three of the colors. And then we'll put some on our edges. We'll use this in just a little bit. Okay, here we go. Magic trowel. Now this is when we're just going to kind of mix. I'm kind of picking it up, laying it down. I'm not over mixing. As I go over the color and then I move it, I'm picking up color. That's it. Because if I over melt, no, I want to have some areas.
No, that looks ugly right there.
That doesn't look ugly. Don't tell me my thing looks ugly.
It does.
Nope. You have, nope, it's going to look good. Back up, Jack. All right, so, now that little dot looks ugly. I don't like that.
Oh.
Now, if you have any surface tension, you're going to tap. Now, here's where the magic.
Tap, tap. There's some right
This
there.
is where the magic happens, y'all. You have to let it do its thing. You cannot judge it right now. You have to allow the epoxy and the colorants to fight each other. I'm going to add a little bit of black right here, just a little surface tension. As it starts to set, it's going to start to react. And then watch it when I hit it with the heat. Ready? All right, let me come around the front, work on some edges.
You have a bunch of surface tension right there.
All right, I'll tap it. I'll put some more glue here. I think I touched it with something here. All right, so now let's work on our edges.
Put some silver right there.
Hang on, let me get this. All right, so now I'm going to start playing with my edges a little bit, just bring in some product. Now, anytime I go over a rock edge, now, what I did forget to do on this one piece, which I actually did on the Vanity, is I came in and fogged my edges with some copper. And we're going to show you the piece here in just a minute. But with copper, and I fogged it with a turquoise lagoon spray paint. So what's happening is that color that I fogged would be peekabooing through the design, and it absolutely looks incredible. So now that we take our hand, it's super important to take your hand, rub into those highs and low areas so that your epoxy will continue to roll over. But it doesn't hurt my feelings when on my rock edges if I actually have very thin epoxy, because I know I'm gonna flood this with a art coat. So I know I'm going to have some nice covered edges, but with my color coat, I kind of like to see the rock edge a little bit. To me, it just looks a little bit more natural. All right, so let me go in front, and I'm gonna take these off. Hang on, this table is not really level. So we always double stack the top, but I want it to kind of run down to the front. Now, that's another thing with this amazing quick coat. It doesn't run as much and flow as much on an uneven surface. So it's a little more forgiving because it's curing so fast. So see how it's starting to just create some really cool designs. Now we can come back. Do we want to add anything? What if I kind of hate, I love the negative space. So this is just, y'all, I wish you guys could see the depth. Can they see the depth in it? Mm-hmm. Okay, it's so pretty. Y'all want me to hit it with some alcohol and see what happens? Let me know in the comments if you want me to. Now, on my original piece that I posted on Facebook the other day, I did not use any alcohol, but I think I'm going to now. You know what? Let's let it tilt a little bit. I'm going to let it run just a little bit.
The consensus is yes. Hit it with
Okay. So I'm going to pull this down a little bit and let's get some movement over that front edge. Come show right here. Look how this is starting to sell so subtle. And that's what I love about this, is you're getting such really pretty cells. Now, this is the first time I've used the silver. I didn't use the silver in my first piece, but I'm really liking this. But see how it's starting to get so 3D right here. All right, so we're going to come in with a little bit of alcohol. I'm going to just shoot it right here. So all right, I'm not going to do the other side. I'll leave it without the alcohol. Now with this, you have to be aware, because this is a fast cure, you're going to get divots, so it's real important that you pay attention, and if you start getting those divots, that you tap them so that you don't get surface tension. I highly recommend that you guys practice with the quick coat before you go full send and do a big project. Wow, that looks like a butterfly. That is so pretty. Beautiful. Now, we've got some left over. Woo, it's warm in the cup. Let's, here, let me show you some edges. So if you have a little in your cup and you want to add color to your edges, we can just start drizzling on those edges. And then just kind of tap it and let that start to roll down your edge. I like to kind of bring it up on top just a little bit, just to kind of meld it into the design. Get some copper. Where's my copper? There's my copper. Bring in some copper. Now it's still going to run. Don't think it's not going to run at all. It's going to run because it's still fluid.
Not a lot though.
No, it's not going to run a lot. Right here, you can even pick up drips that have dripped off your piece. Come in here, tap those edges. Now, if you were doing this on a smooth edge piece, you could do the same thing. I would definitely fog. Oh wow, that is so pretty.
Right here.
Where?
Get that surface tension.
Right here?
Right there.
Where? I can't see though. Oh, there's a glare I can't see. Where? Right there. Oh, got it. I'm gonna take your finger and stick it over there. Oh. Alrighty. So what y'all think? Y'all like that? Wow. So let's do this. Let's put a few veins, maybe, come across. I'm going to come with a real thin vein here. Oops. And then I'm going to hit it with a little bit of alcohol, soften those veins up.
What about the torch?
No, I'm not going to torch it now.
Go ahead. See what happens.
See what happens? I know it'll happen. I'll lose my eyebrows.
Your eye what?
My eyebrows. All right. See if we can get those veins to soften a little bit. So they're not, probably waited a little bit too late to add those veins. I don't like that. You know what we'll do? Let's see if we can just soften these veins out. See what, ooh, it's getting thick. I can feel it. We'll soften these veins. So y'all want to just take it to the limit and see how much we can actually play with this thing? Let's leave that like it is. Let's just show you guys what happens if you meld it too late in the game. Let's try it. I'm going to go on this side and I'm going to come back with my magic trowel. So it's been probably how long? 20
minutes.
20 minutes it's been on the surface. Okay, so I'm going to go this side. So I'm going to come in now and I'm going to remeld. Now it is definitely thicker, which I kind of like because now I'm getting some cool texture.
Ooh.
On the top. See how when I drag, it's kind of bringing that texture up. I'm kind of tapping it.
Okay, that's too much.
All right.
Yeah, that was too much.
Yeah, but wait, watch. See if we can get them to move and sell up any. Look at this right here.
I'm watching.
That looks pretty, it's moving a little bit. Watch out. See, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool, y'all. That's a very, if you wanted those colors, but you wanted it to be very soft. Now, I'm not really liking the silver. I'm going to be honest with you. It doesn't react the same way that the copper does. I don't like the silver in this particular piece. I wish we would have just stuck with the
Yeah, but
the
how
copper.
would you have known?
Well, I wouldn't.
But I do like how it
kind of gives an overall shimmer.
Yeah, it's more of like diamond dust.
Yeah, it does.
Look.
Yeah, it
Not,
does. Let me know in the comments, guys, I'm just hitting it with some alcohol now. Do you guys like the silver? Oh, now look at it when you hit it with the alcohol. Look at that. I'm having I need to walk away Rhonda moment here.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that pretty? So, let me take you over and show you the piece that we did, the actual vanity piece that I did, and show you why you have to use the regular epoxy to do the flood coat. Do you need me to turn this light around, Kenny?
No.
All right. So this piece is what I did the other night. Only used copper and aquamarine, the black and the brown. Now, if you can see, and I don't think you can, like especially like right here, the texture is very uneven. It's not smooth at all.
Let me see if I can get it.
And the reason is because, if I hold it up, you think they can see? See how it's very wavy? I mean, it actually looks really cool. If you put a matte finish on this, it would almost resemble the leathered granite look that has that texture to the surface. So if you wanted that texture and you wanted it to be a little unsmooth and then you put a matte finish, You could definitely.
I would like to put a flood coat, then the matte finish. That would give it some more depth.
Right, but yeah, that's what, yeah, exactly. But I think if you were going for that leathered look and they sell that a lot now, that leathered granite, when you run your hand across a leathered granite, it is very uneven. And that's what this is. It's very uneven. So if you were to flood this with the quick coat, the amazing quick coat, manipulate it so that you get texture again, then do the matte finish, it would straight up, I think, look like leathered granite.
I think just using regular epoxy and not using it.
Then you would get a very smooth.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I would, in my opinion, that's what I would like.
Yeah, I think it would look prettier that way as well. But if you're going for the leathered texture look, is what I'm trying to say, is you could do that.
Yes.
All right. So what do y'all think? Y'all like that? See, look how this is continuing to change. Now it's stinky. It's stringy. So let me show them right here. Watch when I touch it already. Look how long it takes before that string breaks. You see that? I'm at about almost an inch off the surface, and that string is just breaking right there. That's how quickly this epoxy is setting up. And it's probably already, ooh, yep, look, it's already melting my cup. See how it's melting my cup already? And it's done. It's done. So it's been in the cup probably right at
20 minutes.
20 minutes, maybe a little longer.
Yeah.
And it's done. It's done. So
you have to get it out.
You got to get it out quickly. All right, so what y'all think? Y'all like that? I actually really like where I melded it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, you were quick to react. You have to let it kind of do its thing, but it's very rich looking. It's very deep. I just can't get over how this looks like a butterfly right here. So you've got two different looks. You've got a real soft melded look, and then you have more of a distinct design. And look, I love how this is kind of your background subtle colors coming in. All right, guys. So I would love for you guys to do something like this and maybe use some other colors and see what reactions you could get. I think it would be amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. But like I said, in my opinion, this is winner.
Clean it.
Chicken dinner, yes. And that's another thing. Excuse me. Yeah,
because if you don't clean it,
it's not like a Bondo spreader. Okay,
it won't come off later.
Yeah, you can't let it sit overnight and peel it off. It'll tear it. So it's very important that you clean this, especially if you use it with the amazing quick coat, because I've used this with regular epoxy and I love the design. It just makes such a soft design. But you got to clean it, because if you wait overnight and it gets hard, it's not very good. All right. Good to go. All righty, guys. Well, what y'all think? Let me know. Leave me a comment. What colors would you do? And also let me know if this was your first time to ever join us. I guess that's it. So we're about at 40 minutes, about normal. Alrighty, guys, so all of these products will be or are available right now on my website, RK3Designs.com. Now, just so you guys know, they have pulled the UTC off the shelves right now. They've had some issues with the quality. If you have had some issues with the UTC, will you please email me at Rhonda at RK3Designs.com. I don't mean application issues. I mean quality of maybe the product having a little bit of a grit to it. If it's got some micro bubbles in it, let me know. I need to know. Please email me and let me know whether you bought it from me or not. I don't care. I'm going to make sure that you guys are taken care of, whether you bought the product from me or not. I'm going to take care of you. So let me know if you have any questions. Please feel free to reach out and give me a call and let me know. I may be, so I guess I ought to tell y'all what I did. I injured my leg. I tore my hamstring. It just, life. And so I went to the doctor today. He thinks I may have torn it off the bone, which is going to require surgery. So, which is about 6 months worth of recovery, but we're not sure if that's the full scenario. Please keep me in your prayers. I'm hoping it's not a major tear. I would love to tell you it was an exciting story, how I hurt myself, how I was...
How did you do it?
Well, I was running from a bear, saving a child from a burning house.
Wow, that is amazing.
I was taking off my boot. Straight up taking off my boot. And it popped, and I felt it, and it popped so loud it scared my dog. So, yeah, so I'm kind of dealing with that the rest of this week, and I'll let you guys know if I end up having surgery. I would appreciate your prayers if you don't mind. And one of them things, So, anyway, if I don't answer the phone, please leave me a message. Leslie bought a new house, so she's in the process of moving. So someone will call you back, I promise. I promise. It just may not be at that exact moment that we talk to you. So, all right. One more flyover, Kenny, and then we're done. Love you guys. I will talk to you soon. Remember, the winners will be announced next Tuesday, and I'm so excited. So go check out all the entries. They are absolutely amazing. All right, last flyover. This thing keeps changing as it moves, and it's just, ugh, I love them. I love it, I love it, I love it. Do y'all see a butterfly right here? Can y'all see that that's a butterfly?
It does not look like
it does. It's flying this way. Yeah. See, there's a wing right there, and a wing sort of like that, or a stingray. It looks like it could be a stingray.
What have you been drinking? That's what I want to know.
Oh, straight up water. All right. Beautiful, beautiful.
All right, guys.
All right.
There it is.
We love y'all. Thank you so much for joining us. We love you, and I will see you next week. Bye. What?
Adios.
Oh, bye.